Hello, so my name is Blpirate. This is not the first video on the channel. My first video was also an introduction, but it was terrible. So I decided to redo it and, just make it a little better. Also, I thought you guys should actually know who I am. If I want an audience who actually likes me, I want you guys to know who I am. So, obviously, I'm Blpirate. A lot of you know me as Shultons on another account. And this is my official introduction. It'll be much better than the old one. So, here's just some general information about me. I'm a myth hunter, myth creator occasionally. I have some of my own projects. I obviously meet with myths and make videos on them. That's not all I do, though. I do make occasional gameplay videos, like, for example, Bendy and the Ink Machine. And I have videos for Tattletale coming out later this year, so that'll be fun. Bendy videos are still coming, I promise you. They just take a while. I'm a screenwriter. I'd like to go into movies when I'm older. I write basically every day. It's really all I do. And the ram skull, the infamous ram skull that you guys all see on my torso, is actually a real skull that I keep on my wall. I got it about a year ago, and yes, it is a real ram skull. I just hang it over my bed. It's great. So, this is all just kind of, yapping. But this is my history in the myth community. I joined in 2018 as a small myth hunter. I was really into the cult family at the time, but I kind of, phased out of that pretty quickly. And I was heavily into Grocery Gang and the Smiles family for a while. I created my first myth in 2018. Called Egg Group with a really close friend of mine. That's over now. It's been many years, but I'm obviously still doing myth stuff. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. But I really heavily got into Roblox myths in 2020, and I've been doing it since, basically nonstop. 2021 was the year that I really got the ball rolling, though. I created my own myths. I joined myths that I would later direct. I retired in 2024 very, very briefly. Basically just for that summer. And then came back. I've been floating around for a little while. I met my girlfriend, which was awesome. I love her to death. If you guys don't know her, her name is Dakota. She doesn't do YouTube or anything, but I want to feature her in a video sometime. I think that'd be very cool. But now I'm mostly just working on YouTube, writing, and some of my own projects. I'm not doing a whole lot. But yeah, I'm lurking around. So this slide's kind of embarrassing because these avatars wow. So this slide is a little bit embarrassing because most of these avatars are awful. Here's the avatar that I wore in 2018 when I first got into myths. I wore this avatar for, I kid you not, 2 years. Blpirate looked like that. You can probably tell where the pirate comes from in my name. It comes from this. The early 2020s were a very strange time in my life. I don't know what happened there. Can't lie to you, no fucking clue what happened there. And then here's been my avatar for a long while now, and I think it's gonna be the one that I keep, because I don't know, I love how it looks. So here's a lot of the work that I'm very, very proud of. Some of this I direct, some of this I'm just in. There are some projects that I'm a part of that aren't listed here for their own reasons. Good or bad, or just, privacy. But yeah, as I said, Egg Group was my first ever myth that I started. Erebus's Boneyard used to be known as the Leon family. I started that in 2021. Many of you probably know me from Aptitude, which I joined in 2021. I don't know why it says 2020. My bad. But, no, it was 2020. Ignore me. Children of Astrion is something that I'm extremely proud of. After my best friend Hawkins passed away, late last year, Dakota and I have started directing it in his absence. So, that's what's going on with that. The Cult of Revelations is a project led by one of my very close friends. I don't do a whole lot for it. You know, I build here and there, but overall not much. Nefarium is a project that I'd really like to do following a serial killer called Zach Linform, but currently I just don't have the voice actors to do it. But in case anybody's curious, I do Nefarium. And I apologize for the inactivity lately. I have had no motivation. So here's the kind of content that I like to make. Typically it's Roblox Myth videos. I will occasionally showcase games and investigate those, see what I can find. And the comments are always open for people to help me look out for information. Because usually what I do is I segue into meeting videos, you know, meeting the myths in their game and, you know, so they can showcase their lore beyond just, you know, the stuff in their game. And people in the comments always really help me out with that, so thank you to everyone who leaves helpful comments on my videos. Thank you to a certain 2 individuals who leave very strange, ominous comments on every single video that I make. You know who you are. But yeah, those are my myth videos. It's just your typical run-of-the-mill myth investigation videos. But I also do gaming content. Typically horror games. I like horror games. I don't like playing them. I'm sure you guys have noticed I don't do well with jump scare horror. It scares me very bad. So doing Tattletale is definitely gonna be pushing myself, but I'm excited regardless. I plan on doing a few, like, just random skits. I have some funny stuff in mind, but I'm not exactly sure how to implement them. My face has, unfortunately, been leaked on the internet before. As much as I love Roblox Myths, the community is not that kind. Which is unfortunate, but I don't know. Making the skits is basically just saying, hey, my face is already out there. What are you gonna do? To make this quick, that is really all I got for you. There's tons more that you guys will probably learn about me just by watching my videos, and I sincerely hope that you all enjoy them. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!